25 pounds, has a 4-1 record as a Muay Thai stylist. Facing off against Triston Harrison, the 23-year-old. He is 5 feet 8 inches tall, 128 pounds, which we'll allude to in a moment. Has a 5-0 record and is a Muay Thai stylist. Todd, take us through it.
It's really tough to look at it when you're fighting for a title and you miss weight. You know, I know that he tried everything he could do, whether it was something in the cut, who knows. But because Harrison missed weight, he cannot win the title. Devon Scott, however, can win the title. So the belt won't go in until it's for sure that Scott won the fight. But really unfortunate for Harrison because he's a fighter that's very dedicated to his craft. And when you miss weight, you feel terrible.
No doubt about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an elimination Muay Thai bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds for the vacant featherweight division title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue sports stable blue corner. He's a Muay Thai style fighter with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Standing 5 foot 7 inches tall. He weighed in at 125 pounds with Easton Training Center from Denver, Colorado. Devon Big Baldy Scott! Fighting out of the Endurance General Contracting red corner. He's a Muay Thai style fighter with a record of 5 wins, 0 losses. Standing 5 foot 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 128 pounds with RAD Muay Thai from Aurora, Colorado.
Big body.
Triston! No comparison! Harrison!
Funny to say for 127 pounds. Triston, no comparison, Harrison. I think I see those 3 extra pounds. Yeah.
Ready? Jump!
Fast-paced clinch work by both fighters.
Yep.
And in Muay Thai, they'll let the clinch work happen as long as there's some action going. Kickboxing, they break up the clinch within 5 seconds, even if there is action.
Oh, nice shots.
Harrison landing
oh
well.
Man, body and then goes up top.
And
There's
again.
the body again.
Harrison finding his targets.
Yeah. And really doing what he wants with his opposition.
Scott answers back with a couple of good knee strikes.
Harrison's a more powerful fighter, there's no doubt.
Good combination by Harrison, and he continues with it.
An uppercut that was just outstanding. It seems to me when Harrison lands a strike, he moves his opposition.
Agreed.
Devon Scott right now has not been able to handle the heat.
Corner Scott calling for more kicks from a distance.
Man, look at the power that Harrison has. But hey, how about coming up with
Scott flurrying back, yes, indeed. And Scott always busy with knee strikes as soon as they enter the clinch. Never a moment's hesitation.
Round coming to an end. And
about 20 seconds to go.
Scott's got to do what he can here to score. He had a couple nice moments in there, but the big shots predominantly have been coming from Harrison.
Yeah, and Harrison with very prolonged combinations.
You know, and one thing to keep an eye on, you know, Harrison didn't make weight. Sometimes that's more tiring, you know, because he didn't do it. Scott coming on here in the latter stages of the round. And that's a point to talk about to all you fans out there. Just because a fighter doesn't make weight doesn't mean he's automatically going to be better, because it means he struggled to get down that far. He fought to get down that far to try to make that weight. And when you don't do it, not only is it frustrating, it becomes a problem for your energy entering the fight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're seeing on the replay here as they're working a little bit from a distance, fairly even, but once they got into the closer range, Scott always good with the knees, but Harrison very powerful with his punches.
Yeah, Scott really came on in the last part of that round. And Jared was talking about the fact that, you know, everybody says, okay, he's going to have advantage because he's heavier. Sometimes you fight to get down the weight and you can't get there. You're really struggling.
Yes. Good clinch work. These guys both very, very busy fighters.
Because you know, he went all the way to the last minute trying to make weight. It seems to me a little bit that Scott's starting to figure things out a little bit. Counter.
Scott tried to meet him with an elbow as he stepped in.
Yeah,
it just missed its mark.
Yeah. Front snap kick. Scott's got to get busy here. There you go. Better. Oh, that second kick was really good by Scott. Oh, and then he jerked the head back. Scott doing a good job. He's got to keep on it. Don't get in the corner. Don't let him get you back in the corner. When Harrison does that, he's powerful.
Yes.
There's the knees. 2, 3, 4 in a row.
Good job by Scott getting several turns here.
6.
His corner was telling him to do that. He listened well.
Yeah. Then the front teep. I'm telling you, Harrison's getting tired. Nice leg kick. Scott, don't let him get you in the corner. Scott's got to keep it going. Keep it in the center of the ring. Don't let Harrison pull you into the corner, because he does just that.
Yeah, perfect term for it.
Scott, good head position, almost a headbutt. Scott's got to go hard here. Don't let Harrison control the last 20 seconds. Oh, elbow hit in there. Nice shot. Nice right hit as well. Front snap kick coming. Going with the knees. 3.
Good
4.
exchange. Harrison again goes back to his bread and butter,
Hey,
trying to
you
get him
gotta
into
get
the
volume.
corner.
Get volume in there, man. You get volume in there like that, that's good stuff to have happen. When you ever have that volume in there like he's doing, it can turn the fight around, especially in a close fight like this. That he never should have been. Well, here we go. Agosi's, check that. Devon Scott has got to stay out of the corners because he's doing great work everywhere else.
Agreed. Final round. And Harrison immediately tries to push him into the corner again and able to do so. Had his gloves looped over the rope, so the referee separated him.
But he's letting him happen again.
Oh, beautiful
Big shot.
right hand.
Yeah. See, you can't let him, when he continues to get him in the corner. You know, Harrison's getting, by wrapping that glove, allowing him to get out, but.
Yep.
Oh, that's another
Powerful
big
strikes.
shot. Yeah. Harrison's landed the bigger punches for sure. I thought it was maybe 1-1 coming into this final round, and so far Harrison's dominating. Nice combination. Nice low kick. Yeah, you can see it. Just the power, the bullishness. And that's what it is, the power that he has, getting him into the corners. And it's really not allowing Devon Scott to up his game. He's not allowing him to strike. He can't get the knees in.
Yeah, every time Scott starts to get going, Harrison able to push him into the corner.
Yep, and that's the thing about it.
In round 2, Scott was able to do a lot of good circling off the ropes. Not as much here in the third.
I think he's got a stalling warning and keeping the hand gloves over the ropes.
Yeah, keeping the gloves from going over the ropes. Analogous to putting your fingers through the cage.
Oh, good right hand. How much time's left? Minute 16 left. Minute 16 left in this title fight. Oh, big shot.
Good knee strike there. We haven't seen Harrison using tons of knee strikes, but man, that
When
one
he
was
does, they're
on
effective.
point.
Yeah. Nice kick. 33 seconds left in this title fight right here. Now it's a title fight for only one of the fighters, Devon Scott, as Triston Harrison missed weight. If Harrison wins this fight, there will be no belt awarded. Nice kick. See, every time he stays out of a corner, he does a great job.
Working some elbows in tight.
He gets
Scott.
in that corner, he can't push out.
Just a couple of seconds left.
There's the front tee. There you see some of the action in that third round. And really, the power of, Harrison was evident all fight long.
It was.
The positioning of where the fight was.
Yeah, his ability to
'Cause it ebbed and
dictate where the
flowed.
fight took place.
Yeah, and it ebbed and flowed a lot. And when you saw the ability to stay out of the corners, that's when you saw the most success.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was another 3-round battle. Give these competitors a round of applause. We go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Abeda scores about 29-28 Scott. Judge Mason scores us about 30-27 Harrison.
Whoa.
Judge Coca scores us about 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision and new featherweight champion, Devon Big Body Scott.
Congratulations to Mr.
Scott.
Scott going home with the title.
I guess you know what? The knee strikes and stuff that he was doing was working enough. I think if you ask Triston Harrison, not making weight was tough.
Sparta, how about that fight, huh? I'm here with your champ. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. What was the plan going into tonight to beat him?
Everything I didn't do, that's for sure. The plan was to stay on the outside, use my kicks, and then he missed weight, so we knew he was going to be a little drain coming into it, so I was just going to work the body and suck it right out of him and finish him in the third.
Copy that. Now, it sounds like, in that first round, it felt like he was leaning on you a lot. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I knew he was going to try to lose weight. My last fight, I was at 18 pounds. So I knew he was going to try to come in there and bully me, be a weight bully. And all of his other fights, he comes out hot out the gate. So I knew it was super important to keep your composure, not let it get to me, not let it get in my head and start a brawl.
What did you and your coach talk about in the second, in between, that you came out and you were way more active, moving around, getting away from it? Is that what you guys talked about?
Exactly, just moving my feet, kind of trying to stay on the outside, using my kicks, make him pay for every time he tried to come in on me. And that's exactly what I did.
That's exciting, my friend. Congratulations. Last question. Who do you want to thank out there?
I want to give a big shout out to my whole team at Easton Muay Thai. I want to give a shout out to them. I also want to give a huge shout out to my coaches, Deshaun, Terrence, Steve, and even Elliot, who owns Usha. They've helped me out so much in the last year. I could never thank them enough, but hopefully bringing this belt home will be a little bit of help. I'm not thankful for this.
Well, champ, congratulations. We hope to see you soon again this year. Absolutely. Be safe, my friend.